This episode is brought to you by Ritual. I've got news for you, Rebecca. Probiotics can help you with most of your gut decisions, even the one where you must decide whether or not to leave your husband, Richard, and elope with your tennis instructor, Giano. But if your gut needs a little probiotic support, on the other hand, Ritual has your back. They made a 3-in-1 supplement with clinically studied prebiotics, probiotics, and a postbiotic to support a balanced gut microbiome, baby. I recently perused my parents' copy of Reader's Digest, and did you know, daily disturbances like poor diet, stress, travel, the use of certain medications, and plenty of other factors can throw off your gut microbiome? I know, dear. They created Synbiotic Plus to support the relief of mild and occasional bloating, gas, and diarrhea. I used to bloat like that purple little girl in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Now I take Ritual Synbiotic Plus every day with my morning cup of coffee, and my bloating has disappeared just like the ghost that used to live in my kitchen.
There's no more shame in your gut game. Synbiotic Plus and Ritual are here to celebrate, not hide, your insides. Get 25% off your first month for a limited time at ritual.com/bald. Start Ritual or add Synbiotic Plus to your subscription today. That's ritual.com/bald for 25% off.
This episode is brought to you by Lelo. Once, when I was in college, I made a painting that perfectly encapsulated the idea that solo pleasure is a natural and healthy means for both men and women to explore their bodies and desires, aiding in understanding personal sexual preferences and potentially enhancing partnered experiences. While that painting now hangs in the Louvre and is admired by millions of visitors a year, the torch of that sentiment is carried on by a company called Lelo. They sent me the Soraya beads to try out, and if you've ever been invited to a bead party in your butt, you've no idea what you're missing. Each person's body is unique, so you have to put in the time to explore all the myriad options out there until you decide what feels best for your body. For me, it's butt stuff. For someone else, it could be the neck, the back, well, you can pick up what I'm putting down. And what's even better than exploring your body on your own? Well, exploring it with someone else. Lelo is the perfect place to find a special, unique gift that can add some much-needed spice in your life. Lelo's Soraya beads have a cascading pleasure design, which includes 4 vibrating anal beads with a gradual increase for maximum comfort when exploring anal pleasures. Keep the romance alive beyond Valentine's Day. The season of love continues at Lelo. Visit lelo.com now for exclusive discounts on luxury products and use code BALD10 at checkout for an additional 10% off your purchase. Don't miss out. This is love extended. Again, that's lelo.com and use code BALD10 at checkout for an additional 10% off your purchase.
You better work.
Why don't we do
work
voices?
It, girl.
You better work that thing on the
runway. Work. Work to the left. Work.
Turn to the right.
Work.
Sashay. Shantae. It don't matter what you wear. They're checking out your savoir-faire. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yo.
It don't matter what you do, because VH1 canceled you. Unemployed supermodel.
Is that a bunnyism?
Uh-huh.
Work.
What about
Fred
Bunny's
Schneider
new
doing supermodel? Work it, girl. Rule the world.
What about Bunny's new track?
Ain't heard it.
Yes, you did. I played it to you. It's
No, you danced to it
It's so
when we were in
fucking
Salt Lake City.
good. It's a pre-master demo, and Miss Bunny Hop Hop shared it with me. It's so electric, boogie woogie. It's
Fierce.
wait, she probably. Oh, I told her, I was like, I'm playing it, and you won't see a scent. She's like, love.
You know, that's one of the things about music is when you let go of the freedom of ever believing that you'll make money doing it, it becomes
especially
fun.
when you're Lady Bunyan.
Have you seen that RuPaul clip where she goes, "That's stupid. You should kill yourself."
Yes,
It's so fierce. I don't know what it's from. Maybe it's early Drag Race, but I don't think it's exactly 2024, but it's funny.
I have never laughed as loud as I did. It was unbelievable. And she knows it's not going to be used for
Right.
camera. So it was a rare Rue moment where you're like, this is just pure joy.
Well, I've been in her boat because, as you know, when we were on Trixie Motel, she may or may not be in the second season. Because it's our show and I get the edit, we say whatever.
I want to see the dailies.
We say whatever. Whereas,
I
like,
wanna
when I
see
was
it.
on Salt Lake City on Bravo, I said, I'm wearing that body mic. I miss America. I can't say anything that even seems slightly
Untoward.
offensive. Yes,
Untoward.
exactly.
You gotta watch that.
Because you know Bravo
silver
will keep that. Bravo will keep that audio and use it, honey.
They will weaponize that audio against you, baby. They'll bank it and be like, okay, Miss Balenciaga, shoe, Tina.
This?
How about them?
Girl, what are you talking about? They were 50% off.
Get the shoes, baby. Get the shoes. Rochester, New York.
We talked about these on this pod.
No, we didn't.
These were from Nordstrom, 50% off, because when you wear big sizes like me, there's a rack of big shoes that are 50% off.
Get the shoes, baby.
They were
get the
still
shoes.
$700, I think. But
well, so 1%er in the house. And I'm gonna tell you about them shoes. Let me tell you about them shoes. I had me a pair, Miss Rich, and they are the most comfortable pair of footwear I have ever sported in my life.
they're very comfortable.
Unrelatable.
I bought them because you had them.
Thank
Miss
you,
Rich.
Well, rich begets rich, Miss
See,
1%er.
You can't win because either you talk about the excitement of buying an expensive pair of shoes for yourself, and then you're a richie, or you talk about being frugal and people are like, stop acting like you're not rich. There is no way to win.
Thank you so very much. You're either mama, sweetie.
She has a Range Rover,
darling.
but don't forget she doesn't have a driver.
I paid cash for it.
Well,
we cannot talk about this. This is crazy.
Now, when you pulled out of someone's driveway with a stolen vehicle and you threw a handful of nickels out the window, is that what you call paying cash for it?
It was eight for silver. It was 8 silver coins. It was it was
Sacagawea coins.
No, and then they were taken and molded into a grill, and then later weaponized against me in a horror movie. Love. So wait, I got to tell you. First topic: The Cursed, a film. It was originally called 8 for Silver. A Roma, aka Gypsy revenge tale that is so up my asshole alley. I cannot believe I have not. And I talked to my friend Gretchen, who the writer of Manhunt, who's an incredible, prolific film critic. She's like, I don't love it. I was like, fuck. Okay, that's fine. But I watched it and I gobbled Tina'd. I did chomp, chomp, chomp Tina. Gobble, gobble, gobble. I watched it 3 fucking times. It's a werewolf thingy.
I can't wait to watch it.
You're gonna love it. It's so bloody.
I think you told me about it on stage.
It's so gruesome.
This is the teeth buried, like, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
It's on your giant television, Rich.
You know, David Silver.
Rich.
Secret. We may or may not have upgraded our television, right? In the new series, it's a Reno thing. Don't tell. And we had a 65-inch frame TV, which I thought was huge.
No.
I thought it was
but
huge.
It's measured diagonally. That's what I learned. Fina told me about this. Not Rich. Thank you. Going to Best Buy.
They measure them. I didn't know that.
I didn't either. Mine is this.
It is not.
At home, I'm like
squinting.
Yeah. I'm like, what's that?
But it's perfect for the room because it's not a big house.
Wait. In Mexico City, I was phone shamed in the elevator by faggots.
Did they know who you were?
Okay, you are going to die. You're going to fucking die.
Well, first of all, that elevator
you're going to die.
I wasn't smart enough for the elevators in that hotel.
Thank you. 2 elevators? Excuse me. It's like, mama, this was like a luxury hotel, Rich. And
you take one up from the motor court up to the
18th floor.
And then you got to go
do
over,
a walk around.
14. And that makes the story really different. So I'm glad I pointed it out.
Thank you. But some people go left, others go right. We had to go right because the resident, I don't know who went left.
I smoked weed in Mexico.
Oh, good luck to
Maybe
you.
with someone who works here.
Oh, Rich.
But we're off the clock. And
Yes.
I offered her
a weed.
I like bowed and said, like, would you,
partake in
off the
in
clock?
a weed.
Yes. But so gooned, we got in the wrong elevator.
Hello. I mean, I don't know how it takes us a NASA degree to use those elevators. So cut to me after the show. I'm doing my little boop boopy doop with my earphones and my phone. 4 faggots walk into the elevator. One of them's like, Katya? And I was like, hey, how are you? The other 3 faggots could not care less. They're Puerto Vallarta types of people, if you know what I mean. Mama.
Which we're going to get there.
Oh, yeah.
It's on my list.
The one faggot was like, love your iPhone 10.
Do you have an iPhone 10?
I had to check.
No, you don't.
I don't. But that was uttered. Marcella, I was like, I cackled because then Marcella and all the fabulous Mexican people were down in the lobby. And I was like, I just got phone shamed in an elevator in Mexico City for having a poor iPhone, an outdated iPhone.
You can use your iPhone till it dies. There is no reason to upgrade it. There's no reason unless your phone
iPhone
dies.
10. What is that? I mean, it says stuck. It's like the tornado when you were in childhood. It's like
you don't need to update your phone unless it's fucking broken. Now, do I have the 15 Max Pro Plus with 1 terabyte of storage? Absolutely.
Thank you. I don't even know what this is. This is a Motorola Razr. This is a
Nokia.
Motorola Razr.
It's a Nokia.
This is a Nokia. Oh, how about this? Cut to 2001, year 2000. Audrey Snois, a baroness from Belgium, had one of those tiny little Nokias. A baroness from Belgium at Boston University had a tiny, tiny red Nokia that she did with these fingers. Hello? That was the richest phone you could get at the time. And then me in Mexico City with this fucking stupid thing. I love your iPhone 10. Isn't that wild? Poor shaming in the elevator?
That's right up there with saying like cracked screen. Like, I don't know.
Well,
I don't like that.
That'd be like, yeah, no shit. I mean,
like
it's
that.
like, I hated it so much.
I don't like that.
It made me, I was like, you are really fucking rotten. That's rotten.
Like that.
I hate it.
What did you say to him? Did you laugh?
I was incredulous.
Because you felt uncomfortable?
No,
Yeah.
I felt incredulous. I was like this. Because I was hugging the fan. And then his three whatever you call them, goblin, the
Co-faggots.
clones,
Co-faggots.
the clones who like, we're gonna go take G and go to whatever. And then I was incredulous. I was like, what the hell? And then I joked about it with Marcy and all those people. I was like, I just got phone shamed in an elevator for having a poor, outdated iPhone. It was so cunty. So cunty. I was like, those people should get the death penalty tonight. And I'm prepared to do it via guillotine.
They're lucky they didn't say that shit to me.
Oh, mama. What
They're
would you
lucky
have
that-
said? What would you have said?
I would have said, oh, are you paying to be here on vacation? Well, I'm here working.
Rich.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So climb into your Uber, not your black car, you poor faggot, and go straight to HE double hockey sticks.
nice iPhone 10.
It's
Ew.
wait, I know, but
I don't like.
I know.
I'm gonna say it. iPhone 10s have the best sound.
Thank you. This is my
Love. Jesse Springfield.
pre-master.
We gotta rise up. Everybody reach out. People all over the world. Let me tell you, we gotta rise up.
So good.
Good for her. Bunny has some great
Lady
music.
Bunyan, pre-master, my love.
I love Lady Bunny. I love Lady Bunny.
Mama, she is the Bunyan.
Do you think she knows that you and I love her?
Oh no, I know. Oh, we are Bunny fan.
I know, but whenever I talk to her, I don't say, you're one of my favorite drag queens ever. But
She doesn't know that you do.
Okay, really?
No.
I literally dress like her and DJ like her and wear her size wigs, but maybe she hasn't picked up on it. I'm not just in love with her. I'm single white femaling her. Okay?
You are Jennifer Jason Leigh behind
But
Bridget
when I was
Fonda.
like 17, I saw a picture of her on the internet and was like, it was like a record scratch. I was like, what? I saw a picture of her and Amanda and I was like, something's going on.
Oh my God.
Something's going on that I need to be
Something
part
ain't
of.
right. Yeah. I mean, the way that I love Lady Bunny is rated X for extra. You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shoot for Lady Bunny. I shoot for Amanda Laporte. But I look like Lady Bunny.
Lady
Like,
Bunyan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Lady the voice. And Bianca and I were talking about it because there was a moment where I had thought that perhaps her brain had been turned into mushy bananas. Because if you follow her on social media, she's a very active political voice, let's say, that can become very confusing.
She's fired up.
Yeah.
She's Rachel Mad now.
Yes. Oh my, Rachel Mad now.
She's Rachel Mad now.
Totally. And Bunny's paying attention, and she is not affiliated with any particular party.
She hates them all equally.
She hates them all, and she fucking should. I'll speak for myself only. She's very,
That
very.
was Joe Biden driving by in his Pontiac.
Do you know that Lauren asked me if she wanted us to meet Dr. Jill Biden?
Who's Lauren?
Remember my friend from Mexico?
Oh, right.
She works for a nonprofit. And they were like, would you like to meet Dr. Jill Biden? I was like, I think Trixie was invited to the White House and told to bring her own lawn chair so she can go.
They told me to bring a blanket to sit on and drag.
You better rise up.
It was July.
You better rise up. People all over the world. Let me tell
July.
you. Oh,
That
it's
blanket better come with 4 Secret Service people carrying
in
it.
an air conditioning unit. Like, what in the fuck? Back to Bunyan.
Yeah.
She's the voice.
Yeah.
The voice is so intoxicating.
And she's gorgeous.
She's
She's
beautiful.
gorgeous in drag. She always has been.
And honey, her live sets, her comedy sets, they kill no matter what, no matter where, no matter how.
She's amazing.
Like I had the privilege of touring with her many times when my comedy sets were rotten, horrible, and terrible. And she was like watching the UK crowds and the European crowds go up for her like pre-recorded laugh-in style, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, set up punchline. It's just electric.
She's bomb.
Yeah, she's so, I've parroted back some of her jokes to her that would not go over well today.
No.
You know, so I can't even fucking say it.
I would just say for many of you who like us, you would be disappointed in us that we love her. That's all. I'm just going to say that about her comedy. You would be mad at us that we like her.
Give me one margarita. That I cannot take. You're like, so you take one drink and you saw off your leg, and then 14 drinks later, you're criticizing Todrick Hall.
That's what it says. She's like, 2 margaritas and I cut off my leg. And then like
14 margaritas, I'll criticize Todrick Hall.
Yeah, it was like, that's worse than cutting your legs off?
Yes. The flow is not there. The logical narrative makes no sense, Miss Bunyan. And also the inaudible, and then you got Flotilla DeBarge coming through in a hallway on a Nokia Razr phone audio.
Girl.
It's so assaulting to the ear holes. Yeah.
And if you want to get into beauty, go to Google, look for like Lady Bunny headshot. Bunny's glamour shots are unfucking paralleled. Yes. These Chris March wigs or whoever makes her Marco that are 6 stories tall.
Yeah.
Her skin, the jawline, she has the jawline up. She looks like fucking Dusty Springfield.
Yeah.
Perfect lashes.
Yeah.
She is gorgeous.
So gorgeous. And thankfully mostly unrecognizable out of drag. I think Bianca jokes as Ben Franklin or Jeff Daniels, but like you wouldn't clock her out of drag, and she's just so she's one of my favorite people on planet Earth.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. She ain't 21, and she doesn't have tons of work done. The fact that she looks great in drag.
I know, and she was roommates with RuPaul. Yeah. In Atlanta, Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Did you know that she worked at the same restaurant as Leslie Jordan, and they were server and busboy together?
Oh my God.
Imagine those people coming to your table.
You better rise up. People all over the world not gonna get their food.
I think Bunny was the server, and I think Leslie Jordan was
that is DTM.
The busboy.
That's doing too much.
That's DTF.
That's
They're probably doing anal.
That's Billy Eichner and Cola Scola in Difficult People.
They're bow-birding at the Bunny was probably trolling for cock in Chattanooga at 20, probably serving to,
Hello, it's Barack Obama, and today I want to talk to you about chime. Now, my daughter normally is doing these ads. My daughter, she's a little bit chatty, she has a high voice, and, I said, well, you're my daughter, so I accept you. So, as the former president, no matter how you're starting off the year, when you use a secured Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card, you can build your credit scores with one-time payments for everyday purchases. If there were an overachieving credit card that helps you build credit, this would be it. Whether your credit's good, your future's also good. Like my daughter, Malia. That's my other daughter, not the one you normally hear from. Plus, there's no annual fee, interest, or credit check to get started. And, you don't have to be somebody who formerly lived in the White House to know that no annual fees, interest, and credit check is nice. Use it everywhere. Visa credit cards are accepted. Build credit using your own money. And, by the way, you can get a checking account too. So we have a fee-free overdraft with SpotMe. You can overdraft up to $200 without fees. And SpotMe when you set up a qualifying direct deposit. So that's pretty good. You can access 60,000 fee-free ATMs, which is perfect for me, Barack Obama, because I was the president, so I'm recognized everywhere. And I like to go to the ATMs where, I can just go in and out. It's a little different than being in the White House. Now I live in a normal house. Start building your credit. Open a Chime checking account with at least $200 qualifying direct deposit to get started. And you can listen to me. You can trust me because I'm Barack Obama. Get started at chime.com/bald. That's Chime, CHIME.com/bald. The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A. or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal and over-the-counter advance fees may apply. Call 1-844-244-6363 for details. Late payment may negatively impact your credit score. Results may vary. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on payer. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply.
This episode is brought to you by Ritual. I've got news for you, Rebecca. Probiotics can help you with most of your gut decisions, even the one where you must decide whether or not to leave your husband, Richard, and elope with your tennis instructor, Giano. But if your gut needs a little probiotic support, on the other hand, Ritual has your back. They made a 3-in-1 supplement with clinically studied prebiotics, probiotics, and a postbiotic to support a balanced gut microbiome, baby. I recently perused my parents' copy of Reader's Digest, and did you know Daily disturbances like poor diet, stress, travel, the use of certain medications, and plenty of other factors can throw off your gut microbiome. I know, dear. Your gut microbiome just needs a relaxing weekend at the spa. But if you don't have time for the spa, enter Ritual. They created Symbiotic Plus to support the relief of mild and occasional bloating, gas, and diarrhea. I used to bloat like that purple little girl in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Now I take Ritual Symbiotic Plus every day with my morning cup of coffee, and my bloating has disappeared just like the ghost that used to live in my kitchen. His name was Mortimer, and he used to make fun of my bloating. With Symbiotic Plus, he couldn't mock me anymore and simply moved on to some other bloated person's house. Listen, if you weren't already in the know, postbiotics provide fuel to the cells that make up the gut lining to support a healthy gut barrier. Ritual's delayed release capsule is designed to help survive the harsh conditions of the upper GI tract. Plus, it's an all-in-one minty capsule. No refrigeration needed, baby. What more do you need?
There's no more shame in your gut game. Symbiotic Plus and Ritual are here to celebrate, not hide your insides. Get 25% off your first month for a limited time at ritual.com/bald. Start Ritual or add Symbiotic Plus to your subscription today. That's ritual.com/bald for 25% off.
I've told this story, I think, on the pod. I came across her Craigslist ad once, and it was the most succinct, perfectly written. It was the template for. It was the most incredible piece of writing. I was like, I know this person. I don't know how I came across it, but I was like, this person's Craigslist ad is the best written ad I've ever read. It was incredible. It was a little bit lighthearted. It said exactly who she was, what she wanted, and what she. It was pitch perfect. It was pitch perfect.
Do you remember
incredible.
anything about it?
Yes. So it'd be like, I'm this, looking for this, and this is what I want. And I'm not going to tell her T, obviously, but like, in terms of, the Craigslist ads back in the day were often not no
the
punctuation.
Kids don't know.
No punctuation. Hardly nary
That's
a
how
word.
it is now.
Yeah. This was like, I'm a hot bunny hopping cross dresser in a lovely blue dress, looking for a blank to go do. This is what I'm willing to do. This is what I'm not willing to do. And this is where I live. Should you be around, come over and say hi. Ooh. Like that. And it was, I wish I could share the whole thing if she would be horrified, but
She's the fantasy. She's the fantasy.
Oh God, I love her so much.
She's amazing.
God damn.
That bitch cracks me up.
Yeah, and she, thank God the days are pretty much over where I have to endure the edible phone calls, because I'm like 20 on the phone tree list, like number 20. It's just like, ooh, I'm like, okay, and I just put the phone down and put it on speaker, and then I do my business, and then 25 minutes later, she's still singing. It's crazy, but not anymore.
By the way, the nerve of you. Like, I don't have voicemails like that from you.
You better rise
Do you
up.
remember the time I
People
played a
all over the
voicemail
world.
and you said, "Who is that?"
No. Oh, yes, I do.
I said, "Who is that?" I said, "That's you." We have to play it again. I still have it.
You better rise up. I called Ash Gordon last night by mistake and talked at her for 45 minutes while there was Torlina going on outside in the neighborhood. Let me tell you, you better rise up. You better be up. People all over the world, leave me a voicemail.
Hello, hi. Hello. Good evening.
Oh.
Hi.
Cordial. Very cordial.
I wanted to test out a pickup line on you. Hello. Are you an ace bandit?
I don't.
Because I just sprained my ass.
I lived it. I feel like it's a reductress article.
That's Renee Fleming, soprano at Boston Conservatory.
Now,
that was Renee Fleming, actually.
Renee Flem.
No, she's the Boston Symphony Orchestra doing Aida. That was the soprano Renee Fleming.
Renee Fleming eats.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even a big fan of
classical operatic music. No.
Miss Renee Fleming.
Oh, she's chomping.
Eats.
Yeah,
Eats.
The
and
buffet
gorgeous to look at.
is nowhere to be found.
Can we talk about? We got to talk about Puerto Vallarta.
Oh yeah. You better rise
You
up.
think we weren't going to
You better
Puerto
be
Vallarta?
people all
Where's
over
my
the
camera?
world.
Where's my camera?
Let me tell you.
Did you think we were going to come here and not talk about the turd? Did you think we weren't going to talk about the fucking turd? Girl.
I had forgotten about the El Turdo.
Yes. So what happened in Puerto Vallarta, there's this party called Beef Dip, which is already I love the Bears.
That's straining.
That's already that's already
straining. That's straining.
You know, I don't know if I want to get in the water at a place called Beef Dip.
That's straining the lines of taste in,
Yes.
in a even for gay folk, I would say.
I get it. It's beefy guys. They're taking a dip in the pool. It makes a lot of sense. Is that the Mantamar Resort where Peaches Christ got married? You know, have you ever been?
I've never been to PV.
Okay, it's like a big gay resort. Really nice place, gorgeous,
Cocaine.
great service, great food, great
Yeah.
rooms. I can't say nothing bad about the Fabulous Resort.
Sombreros,
But they
hats,
can't control what
cocaine.
people do when they get there. And I can tell that from the Trixie Motel. We can't control what people do.
Hello.
So there's a beef dip party. So many guys, right? You know, bears in a pool. There's already a light hygiene issue. I know that from Bear Week in P Town.
In what way?
But the bears get out of the pool and it's, well, you
There's
know,
no more water left in it.
it's
It's a fur soup.
it's that type of soup with
Bouillabaisse.
miso soup. You know, it's kind of that cloudy water with like debris.
That is so disgusting
Well-
to me. That is so. Oh my god.
And I love the bears. I'll get in there and drink I'll drink the water. I don't
Okay.
care.
The stew of people is something I have never ever got on board with. Bears or anybody.
It's cunt.
Is it?
It's fun to have like a drink and stand in a pool that goes up to like your belly button and like just be in there with your friends. It's fun.
Are people peeing in? Well,
We can't control. By the way, I have a friend who's like, well, I'm not come over, just so you know, I pee in pools. And I was like, well, I guess we're not going in the pool then.
absolutely.
I'm not letting you pee in the pool. I don't
not.
pee in the pool, bitch.
Mama, there's sharks in there.
Girl, you ever been in a pool all day with people and you get out to pee 3 times and no one else does?
You better rise up. People all
better
over the world.
chill.
People in the pool. So
So Puerto Vallarta, I get alerted by the press,
by Lauren
by
Boebert.
random gay guys who text me saying that somebody pooped in the pool and it was a hard turd. And I said, no way. And I was sent photos of a lovely hospitality professional
having to fish that
having
turd
to
out.
fish the turd out while gay people like stood
Gawked.
by and watched and
Gawked.
filmed.
Gawked.
Like, I get why we're filming because we're gay and we're horrible. Filming
I
a
would
woman while
never-
she
I would
fishes a
never.
turd out, like
That is unbelievable.
she's doing a service for all of you that she should not have to fucking do.
I would have flung that turd at a camera. I would have palmed it with my bare fucking human hand and be like, smushed it in somebody's face, in their camera phone, in their iPhone 10. Yeah. In their iPhone 10.
The turd in the pool?
Well,
Now-
how do
now
you
listen.
let loose a turd in the pool? Do you just
Pools get cleaned, filtered, chlorinated. That pool will be up in working order, I'm sure.
Well,
the
back
next
in the
day,
day,
but-
in the 90s in the movies, they'd have to, a floater, you had to drain the pool and acid wash it. This is like a well-trodden theme in pool movies. Damn. It's so crazy.
But it wasn't, what I'm fascinated by is it wasn't diarrhea. It was a hard turd. So someone went, all right, we're
yeah.
pushing.
Where
Like
it-
Lamaze, like
Right. Because
somebody
you also
pushed the turd out.
because it's a water birth. It's
Exactly,
an at-home
which
water
is the
birth.
best way to introduce
It's
a baby
very natural.
to the world.
Thank you. Yeah. But they didn't, they just let it go. It was a drowner.
I think they were kind of offering it up.
Thank you.
It was a little
like in
like-
Mother. Like they eat the baby after Jennifer Lawrence gives birth to it.
Didn't see that.
Oh, I spoiled it. Sorry.
David told me it's bad, but your friend would love it. Did you love it?
I saw it in Australia with the promoter at Brisbane, Harry. He's like, well, I hated that movie so much. I hated it so much.
But you liked it.
I enjoyed it. It was a biblical allegory that was one of the most unconventionally structured movies I've ever seen. It's wild.
Okay.
I don't think you would love it.
It seems like Eileen.
Oh no, honey! It's a crazier
'Cause Eileen was
journey than
puss.
Eileen was puss. Then Miss Mother is giving Pussiana.
Oh, okay.
Miss Mother's
crazier.
Pussiana Mother. Yeah, I mean it's insanity.
Because I'm
Stress.
not
High stress.
artistically smart.
Oh, for God's
with
sake.
that
Oh, shut
shit.
the hell up. Shut the
films
hell up.
like that, heady films.
You want her-
I'm
you
the
want
first
Herbie
one in the
too,
room
fully
going,
loaded.
what's happening?
Oh, well,
what's
this,
happening?
This is, you're going to wonder. I didn't get any of the biblical allegory shit. Michelle Pfeiffer is literally like, they have Cain and Abel, Ed Harris and Michelle Pfeiffer, not Cain and Abel. But everybody's a biblical fucking character. It's a biblical shit allegory. And then there's some mysterious elements. It's the whole thing. None of that was apparent to me while I watched it. What was apparent was it was just insane and very bizarre and structured like so, it ramped up. It went from this small crazy thing to this fucking huge set piece of chaos and then eating babies. Mama, there was like, it was so wild. It was wild. It was unforgettable. Absolutely unforgettable. Jennifer Lawrence ate it up. She was married to she was fucking the director at the time, Darren Aronofsky.
Is that the Uncut Gems person?
No, that is a Requiem for a Dream. He did Requiem for a Dream. That's the Safdie brothers.
Oh.
Yeah. That was a
Have you ever
lovely
seen
picture.
True Beverly Hills?
Yeah, Shelley Long.
Great movie.
Mar Vista. How many boxes is it? So where she's the rich hero.
She's the rich hair and a redhead. She makes me want to have red hair.
Mama, you looked so cunt in that outfit and that hair for True Beverly Hills.
I
loved
those
it
outfits.
Was so cunt.
Yeah.
That was cunty.
That's how I met Amy, who's sewn for you and I, but
Yeah.
she's sewn for me for like 5 years.
And you want to talk about diva? You want to talk about a diva?
Amy?
That whore?
Oh yeah, at Amy Stars on Instagram. She makes all my outfits and a lot of your outfits.
Yeah. And all my good ones. Anything
Girl.
good I wear, it's
A
done by her.
liner, zippers, real buttons, a tag.
You better rise
It's
up.
like she and I think I've talked about this before. She's about my dress size, and her husband Aaron is my male height, male shoe size, shoulders. So they together can check my costumes for fit, and that's why
cunty.
all my costumes fit perfect.
Mama, when I slip on a Sarazan,
It's
custom
fierce.
couture, I feel like Pussiana.
She's like, well, I didn't want it to ride up, so it has a built-in panty.
Yeah.
And then I
Also-
made a liner for the panty.
Yeah, I also took the liberty of ironing your homework.
Yeah, totally.
It's like shoulder pads, check. Applique, check. Hand sewn buttons all in a row, check. Everything, lining,
Our
check.
tour costumes, she sewed sheer mesh over the sequin. So on stage, it looked like sequin, but up close, our skin didn't touch.
How about me having doubles of everything because of the sweating? Miss Sarazan came through. Yeah. Coming through. Yeah. Cunty.
Different quality than your sewing.
I would say perhaps. It's sort of like the difference between Yves Saint Laurent and Shein.
Right,
Something like that. Although Shein does have
Although the stitching on Shein,
is not suspect. Yeah, and they got zippers that don't buckle.
you're like, I'll be fired from Shein.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally. Well, David Mason gave me a dress from Shein that I was going to wear to the pod today, but I thought it was a little too crossy. And it's a woman's body and a woman on the back and front, and it's a sheer sleeves and then a pussy. My butt looks amazing. I was like, oh wow. I wore it last night and then I yanked it in the bed. You better rise.
Let's take
up.
a break. Let's take a break.
This episode is sponsored by the most stupendously excellent cat food in the world, Smalls. As a busy drag queen who is lukewarm on humans but adores felines, I love to treat my friends' cats with the best cat food money can buy. Just like us Homo sapiens, cats want variety in their diet. If you're a cat owner and you're looking for a healthier cat food for your fur daughter or fur son, I'm here to tell you about Smalls. Smalls includes protein-packed recipes made with preservative-free ingredients you'd find in your own fridge. Also, it's delivered right to your door. After making the switch to Smalls, 90% of cat owners reported overall health improvements. That's a big deal, folks. My manager's cat, Eliza H. Schleichenpoof, has the most luxurious coat in all of Tinseltown, and that's due to Smalls. In fact, the team at Smalls is so confident your cat will love their product that you can try it risk-free. That means they will refund you if your cat won't eat their food, but little Miss Schleichenpoof, well, she loves her Smalls and simply can't get enough of it. It has improved her health, her teeth, and even her previously questionable personality. She's like a whole new cat, and all because of Smalls. So make it your New Year's resolution to get your cat eating healthier with Smalls. It's 2024. Are you still feeding your cat kibble? Head to smalls.com/BALD and use promo code BALD at checkout for 50% off your first order plus free shipping. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use my code BALD for 50% off your first order. One last time, that's promo code BALD for 50% off your first order plus free shipping.
Today's episode of The Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by Squarespace, baby. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, services, all in one place, all on your own terms. I think one of the best things about owning your own business is flexibility to be able to wake up one day and say, you know what, I want to run a sale over the weekend, or I want to run a promotion, or I've decided to bundle these items for the weekend, or you know what, starting Monday, I'm going to make this item free. Now, when you are using a web developer or an agency, or you have to go through another person and you have to wait for them to respond, for them to do the work. With Squarespace, the keys to the car are in your hands, so your business and your creativity is in no way limited. It's amazing. Something I love is the online store. I mean, you can sell your products right on your website. Whether you sell physical or digital or service products, Squarespace has the tools you need to start selling online. Let's say you're a DJ and you remix things and you want to be able to just sell it directly on your website. Or let's say you do guided meditations. I mean, I feel like when it comes to selling things online, we think about real physical goods, but things like a guided meditation, the fact that you can sell that online, it's great. You can also do custom merch, which is great because you can design your products, you can have production, inventory, and shipping. It's all handled for you. So let's say you have a podcast you're starting, and for example, let's say you make a funny joke that it's funny and maybe your core audience will love it, but you don't necessarily want to go print 1,000 of them. You can do like print to order, which is great. I also love that there's a video collection. So if you're showing your products and showcasing things using video, you can sell access to your videos in member areas, or you can just use videos to showcase your products. I also love the extensions. I mean, with Squarespace extensions, you can connect your store to third-party tools that are vetted, and it can extend the functionality of your website. Specifically with things like scheduling. I mean, my massage guy, I can either bother him via text, or I can go to his website and sign up for a slot to see him without having to make him do the work for me. Go over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/bald to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Again, that's squarespace.com/bald to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using the code BALD. Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by BetterHelp. Let me ask you, what is the first thing you'd do if you had an extra hour in your day? Would you go for a run? Would you take a nap? Would you watch an episode of television? Would you take a bath? I mean, a lot of us spend our whole life wishing we had more time. A lot of times in my life, I wish there was magically an 8th day of the week that no one knew about that I secretly got to myself. So like almost whatever Sunday on steroids was, where like no one knew where I was and I could just get through things on my own, catch up on laundry, breathe, cry. I mean, it just always feels like I have a hard time making the right time for myself. The question is, time for what? You know, if that time was unlimited, how would you use it? The best way to squeeze that special thing into your schedule is to know what's important to you, make it a priority. Therapy can help you find what matters to you so you can do more of it. I know for me, one of the things I'm working on is for me to have a better work-life balance. It's not something I can just like wish for before bed and go to sleep. It's something I actually have to strategize. I have to take the puzzle of my life and move around the pieces. Otherwise, it doesn't really improve. And having somebody to talk to really helps me figure out that puzzle. Talk therapy is great for learning positive coping skills and setting boundaries. And let me tell you, sometimes when you hear yourself say things out loud to someone, suddenly you're like, oh my God, until I told you that, I didn't realize how clear as day that is, but that is exactly what I need, or that's exactly what I think, or that's exactly what the problem is. It's entirely online. BetterHelp is designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. For me, it's great. I usually go in the backyard, sit on some patio furniture, and take the meeting on my iPad. It's super easy. But I've done it on my iPhone, done it on my computer. It's fabulous. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Go to betterhelp.com/bald today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp, HELP.com/bald. Learn what makes you happy with BetterHelp. I remembered what I was going to talk about.
Oh, okay.
No, psoriasis.
So are we done with the turd though?
Well, I guess I wish her the best. I feel bad
The
for her.
turd or the person?
Well, the turd, she'd had the dignity of just being flushed on a toilet. The turd had to be birthed in the pool, and then everyone, like Carrie at the prom, laughed at her. The
You're
turd is
right.
just a turd.
The turd's a turd.
But like what? And by the way, you know what I thought
Who
about?
was the
faggot?
culpable party?
That's what I'm saying, faggot. I thought about some faggot had to get out of the pool and look around and go,
Oh my
no,
God,
a
yeah.
turd. I can't believe someone had to do acting.
Yeah.
For different-
Shelley Long. There was Shelley Long and True
So then the
Beverly
turd is
yeah.
watching her mother disown her in a group of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's Carrie White's mom.
I
Piper
almost wish the
Laurie.
person would have grabbed it and been like, "Sorry, I'll get it.
Yeah.
It's me."
Yeah.
Like,
How
yeah, and then swallow
also
it.
did they was their Speedo just like the little salt girl, Morton Salt girl? Like was there a
Copper
dog?
Tone.
Yeah.
It's not Morton Salt.
No, it is. Oh no, you're right. It's Copper
Copper
Tone.
Tone, yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about.
It's like, did you fuck the salt girl? You pulled the panties off the Morton Salt girl?
You better rise up. Yeah. So did somebody, the little dog in the pool, like bite down the Speedo and that has the turd escaped? Do you know what I mean? How
Maybe they were cleaning out. Like maybe they cleaned out because they met a gentleman caller and they said, well,
douching in the pool?
Maybe.
You never know. It's PV. Mama, that is some shenanigans and tomfoolery that I am not equipped to deal with on any level whatsoever. And I have never been to one of these pool parties. I've been offered many times, Los Angeles and elsewhere. I
PV.
shan't be attending a soup party where everybody's on GK and God knows what else in the blazing sun in some rented mansion in fucking Beverly Hills or wherever.
I know that I've DJ'd that party a couple times and it's fun.
Plates of cocaine on an island in the pool. Everybody is blotto and it's just a mess. It's not for me. I prefer to be a mess by myself. But
Right.
but it's wild.
TV, poop visible.
Yeah, hello,
Mama. I mean, it's in the name.
pool vacuum.
You want to come to Beef Dip and tell me I can't poop?
Where's the pool
The
vacuum?
name poop. Oh God, the turd, the hard turd.
The hard. Well, that's like bunny. Hard turd only.
And the pictures of people scooping, like we don't have to photograph. They
That's-
should have evacuated and then dealt with it, I think.
I think it should have been handled discreetly. It's like you cup the turd, you get the hell out of there, you go home, you get your passport, you go back to America, and you never return to Mexico.
Yeah. Honestly.
It's so crazy.
Have I ever pooped in a pool?
No, have you
No,
ever
but you told me that you thought about pooping in the shower.
I did, but I said I said no.
Should I poop? No.
Nope. No.
But the thought that you have to go, should I? Like,
But I've had.
don't make me sing.
Like
don't make me sing energy. Wait, what about the people who threw cans of soup at the Mona Lisa?
love.
No.
Love.
Here's
She's
the
behind
pro-
glass hoe.
That's
They
what I'm
ain't
saying.
fucking with her. She's this big. She's the size of an iPhone 10, and she's behind 1,400 inches of fucking plexiglass. Ain't nothing happening to her.
That's what I'm saying. I said,
Nothing
girl.
happened
And
to
I
her.
believe they're protesting like lack of food by wasting food.
I thought they were posting. I thought it was climate change.
I don't know.
They were something. It was probably PETA.
But don't waste the food.
Oh, the Campbell soup. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's wild. People, I think it's like, what I appreciate is the energy and the effort and
Of course.
because we got to fight we cannot be complacent. The world is falling apart.
Right.
And you got to get off your phones into the streets. And I appreciate that. Really. Sincerely. I mean, I don't know if it doesn't matter maybe it's about TikTok, maybe it's about Sarah Jessica Parker.
I
Who
guess
knows?
we heard about it. So the statement was made. But unfortunately, in that sense,
Yeah.
I heard about this can of soup.
Yeah.
The cause didn't make it to me. So I don't know if it.
See, things I don't go up for like a red paint on fur in the runway like that. I do not. I'm not. I think that's like okay, interesting, but it's I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm not the right person to talk to when it comes to animal rights.
Yeah.
Or fur.
Same.
I am fascinated by Anna Wintour's insistence and on using fur in fashion and the production and promotion of fur pieces, and I'm very fascinated by that. It's interesting because I don't. So the thing about animal rights is that they don't have rights. There's no reason to torture animals. There's no reason to torture animals. That's crazy. Why are you going to torture animals? But animals don't have rights. We have rights because we've decided that we have rights. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Isn't
that makes
it-
a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, animals do not have rights, but there's certain things that cruelty to animals is.
But also I think one of the big things about the movements like that is it's about speciesism. We are also animals, and we have declared that we have more rights than the other animals.
and also we declare
That's the issue, I
but
think.
also we declare that other parts of our species do not have rights. Certainly,
T.
yeah.
T.
But I don't understand. But Sarah
America's national shame.
Mama, Sarah
Turtlenecks.
Silverman's old joke about if Africa were filled with dogs with AIDS, we would have solved that shit in 10 days.
I don't get it.
If Africa was filled with like dogs, like labradoodles with AIDS, our sympathy and effort would be so much that we would have solved that in
totally.
10 days.
Are you kidding me?
know what
Of
I mean?
course. It'd be on the news every day.
Yeah, and then it would be squashed and solved in 10 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
But so that's interesting.
I sent you that clip about fetish barbering.
Oh, I didn't watch it because I don't like it.
There's
hair
this-
splinters.
I was watching
Hair
this
splinters.
homosexual and they were talking about fetish barbering and they were like, it's a type of barbering where you're getting your hair cut, but like, what if my nuts accidentally brush against your arm?
Which we've all been there.
But I think it's playing to, I think for some people, getting a haircut is sexual or they want it to turn sexual.
Mama, you know what I think of? Hair splinters. That's
Yeah.
what I think of.
In beauty school, we would go home with, I would have slivers from hair.
Yeah. If
You know how hard it is to get a hair sliver out?
Oh, yes, I
You can't
do,
even
Miss
see it.
Mary. Yes,
Oh, you're
I do, Miss
blonde.
Mary.
Even worse.
Mama, yes, I do. Because you know why? I shave my genitals and then I'm an avid masturbator. Do you know what happens when you have
You shave your whole dick fur off?
everything? Balls, dick, thing, just not up here. Also been wearing thongs recently. Very embarrassing. But you get hair splinters because you have to upkeep that shit all the time. Because you get the spiky ingrowns, hair splinters.
I worry
Hair
about you living
splinters.
alone, but I'm happy you live alone.
Of course you are. Mary, Mama,
happy no one
I'm
lives
a
with
lone
you.
wolf.
I'm happy no
Lone
one
wolf.
lives with you. Does that make
School-
sense?
Yes, you say it again.
Like if you had a roommate, I'd be like, we need to get in touch with her.
Yeah, yeah.
We need to get her out of there, like a FEMA trailer or something.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah, airlifted out of the Sudan. Yeah.
FEMA barbital, FEMA trailer.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I've seen these videos. They even do OnlyFans videos. Certain
Barber shit.
Yeah, Mama.
I'm sure it's a common boner thing. I'm sure.
Well, you know what I think of when I think of getting a haircut? I think of chatting about vacation with some faggot, and I just want to. I don't want to talk about it. Like, so we're going on vacation. We're going on vacation, and I was like, I don't take vacations. And then it's the stress of having to do chit chat. Whereas, like, I appreciate just the feel of having a haircut. So I started going to straight barbers. They don't want to talk to some fag.
No.
They just do the fade or the whatever, and then they get you out of there in 20 minutes. Fierce. The half-hearted Floyd's barbershop massage with the thingy for 10 seconds. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, girl, I went to an Aveda Institute of Beauty and Wellness, and we had to give a full scalp massage or hand massage. We had to give a scalp massage
Cunty.
pre-haircut.
I love it.
A good 5 minutes with oil.
It's incredible. It's fierce.
And then while color was processing or while someone,
this is
we
like
had to
this
do
is
hand
salon
massages.
stuff though. This is salon stuff.
Yeah, and I guess I get it because the instructors were always like, listen, they can get a haircut anywhere.
Yeah. This is an
It's the
experience.
bells and whistles that make them come back to you. And if they cheat on you and they don't get the hair massage, scalp massage, they're like, oh, that's why I go to that person.
And it's all that stuff. Because I don't understand. I love being bald. I don't, and I, you know, a lot of women spend 2 days out of their month for 4 hours in the salon. It's wild, you know, cut, color, shampoo, condition, all that crap. You know what I mean? It's wild. They have a whole thing. Their whole Sunday is like 4 or 5 hours at the salon. It's wild.
Yeah, when I worked I worked front desk at the salon, and we had definitely some wealthy women who had like blowouts every Friday. At least came and get their blowout done every Friday.
Yeah.
Roots touch up every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Full cut every month.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, hundreds of dollars.
Color, $300-$400.
Oh yeah, the colorists made the most money because the colorists can also have an assistant.
Yep. The washer, you get the girls that
Because
washes the
colorists
hair.
sometimes will have someone mix the color and they'll apply it, or they'll mix the color and have an assistant apply it. And because color needs time to process, you would double stack appointments. So while somebody's under the machine,
Yes.
you would be doing the next one.
Yeah.
Colorists can make
Mama,
so
Destiny
much
in Boston, the trans woman, fabulous woman that me and Fina performed with for many years at Jocks, she worked her way up from the salon hierarchy, which is so fascinating.
money. Yeah, you can start as a sweeping hair, front desk.
Yep.
And then you become a shampooer. Then
Yep.
you become an assistant. And you can get education in salon.
Yep.
I don't want to be a cheater to beauty school. But in this country, there are 2 ways to legally get your license. One is to go to beauty school and take a state board test. You pay for, depending on the state, Wisconsin was 1,800 hours.
Okay.
Beauty school education costs at least 20 grand.
Okay. Wow.
Or you can go work at a salon and do an apprenticeship and get paid to learn to do hair.
Yeah.
Because anybody who does hair will tell you that they finished beauty school, but they didn't really learn hair until they were in salon.
Yeah, it's a craft skill. I mean, it's like making sculpture. It's like you just learn it by doing it.
Yeah.
Those apprenticeships are like so important.
I think more people should do apprenticeships because then you get paid to gain the skill.
Yeah, because who the fuck has the time to like not work? You know what I mean?
You're at least getting minimum wage, which is much better than
Nothing.
Yeah, and while you're at beauty school, you
Dead.
can't work.
Hello.
So if you're a full-time student, that means you're stacking serving shifts or whatever your night job is.
And you're exhausted and tired, and it's crazy.
It was when I was at beauty school was at the time the most stressed I've ever been.
I believe it.
I was doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 11 hours a day. I was in an accelerated program. So I would do 11 hours a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday mornings, I work at the salon. Thursday nights, I do drag in Madison. Then
I was like Destiny.
Then Friday, I'd be in the morning at the salon. And then at night, I would be doing drag. And then drag. And I still worked at Mac. So
That's what fucking did. That was like literally like her
so
all
then
day
I'd be at the
salon.
makeup counter on the weekends.
Fucking crazy.
I couldn't believe it.
16-hour days.
Yeah, my car would have like drag, my mall outfits,
Yeah.
and my beauty school outfits. And I'd just be like in parking lots changing.
Mom, meanwhile, I'm like stealing stuff from the costume shop 3 days a week and then calling out of my drag gig at night.
That's about the
better
same
rise
level
up.
of stress.
You better clean up. People all over the world.
Yeah. Now, peeing in pools is no.
No, we pee in the ocean. We do not pee in pools.
We don't pee in pools.
Okay, my parents' pool growing up, not rich. Hurricane Bob. We had above ground pool. Hurricane Bob dropped a tree on that. That was a wrap. And then they splurged.
Hurricane Bob.
Yeah, in the 90s, fierce.
That's Hurricane Bianca's movie, and then Bob the Drag Hurricane Bob.
Yes, the threequel,
Yeah.
the sequel, whatever. It was, you have a family pool, a private pool, you pee in that. It's fine. But you don't, because you got a bathroom, Mary.
Yeah.
You got toilet, you got
Or
plumbing.
if you're a boy, like take 5 steps and pee on a
Thank
tree.
you.
Pee on a tree.
Chihuahua does it. Our Raul Luis, he would just circle the perimeter, do his little tootsie turds, and then piss, and then that's what you do. You just go, you know.
Yeah.
I pee in the sink. famously.
There's something to that.
Yeah, it's a urinal. I don't want to like the seat gets all when it goes splashing everywhere.
Pee is very acidic though. Do you think that like pipes in the kitchen can handle?
Oh, not in the kitchen.
Pee?
It's in the bathroom.
Oh, bathroom. But
I
still.
always then I do a big thing of mouthwash and then Drano every time afterwards. Just kidding.
I've never seen Hurricane Bianca 2.
Oh, can I tell you about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The movies are back.
Yeah. Well, so
6 years later.
Yeah.
Plug your movie from 6 years ago.
Yes, please. Well, because I was talking to Matt Kugelman about the director about doing another version with kind of a porno.
Kind of a porno?
He's not interested in that concept. But we did have another concept that was really tantalizing. But securing funding for a movie we found as an independent project is a little bit more complicated than you might imagine. But Molly Ryman and I, this wonderful woman, girl, we worked night shifts. We shot that shit in New York overnight.
Hurricane Bianca?
Uh-huh. We shot from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. We did overnight shifts to save money. It was exhausting, but it was like, and I got to have sex with Dakota Payne, a wonderful porn star. I did not realize, he's a gorgeous guy working on his PA. Gorgeous porn star. I was like, that guy is so hot, Eric Poff. And he was probably so horrified for me to tell that out loud that he fucked a goblin, but he let me do sex to him a few times. It was fierce. And then we had a blast. I mean, I don't care if the movie's any good, but it's like, it was so fun. It was so fun.
I've not seen it.
No, yeah, I don't suggest that you do.
I saw the first one. The first one's where she's a teacher,
I haven't
right?
seen that one.
She's a teacher, right? She's a science teacher.
Yeah, it's like Miss Viola Swamp.
Yes, I've
It's
seen
like
her.
Miss Viola
Oh
Swamp.
yeah, the kids don't act right, so she comes to school in drag.
Yeah, it was fun. Janine Garofalo and I smoked many cigarettes together. She was incredible.
Goals.
Fucking Alan Cumming, girl.
So when
Wanda
we did
Sykes.
Romy Michelle, you're like, I know all these people.
Well, I did. No. I mean, I've known them from ever. Like
Right.
I've known of them. It was smoking cigarettes with Janine Garofalo was one of the
That's-
honors of my life.
Hello.
She's so cunty. It was just so, and the cast was amazing. And Matt Kugelman's amazing. And Bianca's amazing. To work with Bianca is fabulous.
My dream, and I don't know if Alan Cummings is listening to this. I'm sure he is.
Oh yeah.
My 20-year high
He's
school
so
reunion.
talented.
I want to take him to my 20-year high school reunion so I can go with Sandy Freak.
Do you know how talented that man is?
Yeah, of course.
Theatrically?
The traitors. The house, the traitors.
But he did he played all the parts in fucking like Hamlet or something in a show or something crazy like that. He
was in Cabaret.
Yes.
He was in Cabaret.
He was Joel Gray's character. Incredible.
Yes.
Incredible.
David Silver saw him in Cabaret. He filmed a show. Him and I'm gonna mess up her name. Maria
Lauren Boebert.
Margolis.
Lauren Boebert.
She was in Harry Potter. She played Professor Sprout.
Oh yeah, I don't know her. I know the name though.
Can you look it up? I want to get the name right.
It's Lauren Boebert. Congresswoman Lauren Boebert.
Yes.
Miriam Margolis.
Miriam Margolis and Alan Cummings shot something at the Trixie Motel.
Wow.
And then you and I did something with Alan Cummings, didn't we? He directed like a pod thing we did.
Mama. He did. I did the White Hot heist with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I was on that too.
Yeah. It was fierce. I got to work with. I had scenes with John Cameron Mitchell. We played Russian, and my Russian was really well because my Russian is good, and my it was like a kind of a really intimidating, and then I realized my Russian was better than his.
Do you think John Cameron Mitchell gets embarrassed of people just telling him all the time how much Hedwig like changed their life?
I don't.
Not embarrassed, but do you think he's like?
No, he's so nice.
Okay,
he's like really down to earth.
I almost feel bad when artists do something that has such a major impact because they probably get annoyed about hearing.
But like when we were talking to a certain film actress and producer the other day, they were like, if it's good and they liked it, then I'm sure that they don't mind. But when they have to be dishonest about it, how they can't say how they really feel about it, I'm sure there's probably some tension there. Like, they got to promote a movie and it's not so great and they can't say it. And then, years later, they're like, oh, I loved you in this. It's like, well, for example, I got a $2,000 residual check from the worst gig of my life, re-traumatized all the way to that Wells Fargo bank app. And I was like, I was like, thank God, because that was fucking horrible. And I'm glad to get these residuals. Thank you, Fran. Yeah. But like,
the people who, the actors who want more residuals and like fight for that, they need to pick less rich people to talk on that, because I do feel like sometimes when it's somebody who has tens of millions of dollars in the bank.
Yeah, not exactly.
I almost am like, the working actor, like that bitch you've seen in 10 commercials who like, you know her face.
Yeah.
She should talk about how much residuals mean to her.
Yeah.
She's like, it helps me pay my mortgage. Thank God
Yeah,
for residuals.
it's like I can't get my car payment up and running without my fucking my little Nickelodeon residuals or whatever. They're
the
essential.
actresses who have like multi-million-dollar Lancome ads and stuff. I'm like,
4 houses in 12 continents. Yeah,
like, do you even go to the bank with those? You're not even the person who cashes those. I don't believe you.
There's a limit on the Wells Fargo app for that kind of coinage, honey.
I know. I think it's 30 or 3,500.
It depends on your account, Rich. You better rise up.
You better chill.
I'm so hungry.
You better chill.
What was that?
You better lay low. That's Cher.
Cher is Whitney.
You better lay low.
Shitney.
Oh.
Shitney.
Somebody, is this Fina calling?
Shitney Houston. Thank you so much, everybody. I had a blast today. Did you?
I sure did. Do we have anything you want to tell them to listen to?
Yes, I do. I do.
What you got?
It's Corazon, the Corazon by Maruv. It's a single. It's her first Spanish language single from the Ukrainian artist Maruv. Corazon. Check it out on Apple, iTunes, or music podcasts, wherever you get your tunes.
Okay, bye.